Hi, I'm Steve Carrigan. I'm the Executive Director at the Gallagher Bluedorn, and we are so excited about our new season that Blake Argetsinger, my colleague, and I are here to talk a little bit about some of the family programming we're bringing. Family programming is probably the biggest single category we book at the Gallagher, and we build it in so that families can go out and have good times together, have cultural experiences together that are positive and safe. And so we put together shows that oftentimes are international, sometimes there's an educational piece to them, but they're always great and they're always entertaining and they always have kids going home excited. The first one will be around Christmas time, and it's the Charlie Brown Christmas. And this is a show that tells the same story as the cartoon that I watched growing up, and it's an incredibly positive story. I think sometimes around Christmas time we get so commercial and so wrapped up in getting and not giving. And the Peanuts, with their wisdom and Vince Guaraldi's great score, sort of brings it home to us as what the real meanings of Christmas really are. So I'm excited about that one. The next one is very different. It's really the first time we ever brought something like this, but it's the Popovich Comedy Pet Theater. And so this is a group of all rescue animals: cats, dogs, goats, horses, a huge array of different kinds of animals that do wonderful tricks, and they've been trained and are part of sort of a circus family, and they'll perform for you. It's actually the first time in my life that I've ever seen performing cats on stage. So they've actually figured out how to get cats to do what they want them to do. Blake, what's the most fun part of the Popovich for you?
For me, with a marketing background, it's how much he knows what his brand is. Like, his show is so concise. You know, the concept of it is that he was an outcast circus performer, and he's out on the streets, and the dogs, all of these rescue animals kind of come to him, and it's a merging of those, that group coming together. And so that's a lot of fun. And it's the acrobatics. I have a daughter that loves animals, loves dogs and cats, and so this is going to be a super fun show for her.
Well,
and even better yet, this is a Buck a Kid show. And so for any adult price ticket, you get $2 tickets for kids. Yeah,
no, I think that the fun part about this is for pet lovers, you can actually believe that pets can be trained. and the other part of it is the relationship between the pets and the folks who are performing with them. It really is family. It's clear that they care about each other. It's really kind of sweet, and I think that's a great experience for a family too. The next show we have is Outrageous, and this is another really interesting and different show because it does live music, it does dancing and choreography, there's opportunities for the audience to get involved, and then during it all, they're doing live paintings. So they're doing live paintings that might take 10, 15 minutes, and all these paintings are inspired by the music in the moment. So they're creating these huge 12 by 12 canvases, 15 by 15 canvases that are painted live and then available after the show.
Yeah.
I think that mixture of creativity and fun and engagement with the audience should make this really special.
Yeah, you know, anytime you have a dark house with fluorescent paint and black lights, it's going to be mesmerizing and magical. So another Buck a Kid show where it will be a great first experience for kids to be exposed to the arts.
The next family show is one I'm really excited about because it was here 2 years ago. We actually had it on a weekday, Wednesday afternoon. So there's a 5:30 show and a 7:30 show, and it's so popular that both shows sold out. And so now we're able to have it on the weekend. And a couple of years later, they've put together an entirely new show. There's a couple new cast members, so a whole set of tricks as well. If you've ever been to a magic show, you know that the magicians sort of go through a long series of tricks where they'll do card tricks and, you know, rabbits from hats and things like that. What this is think about those finale tricks, the tricks that every single magician does at the end, the big showing off tricks. That's the really fun show for me. And so by having 5 different artists performing, frankly, only their very best tricks, it's really an evening of excitement and engagement, and great for kids. You know, I oftentimes think all these children's shows, if we can trigger imagination, if we can trigger creativity, if we can have kids question what's possible in the world, then it sort of broadens their boundaries. It takes their horizons a little further out. And isn't that a great state to learn? Isn't that a great state to grow up in?
Yeah. Well, I think you nailed it with the last kids show that we have. It'll finish off the year on May 4th. Panda's Home by Campagna TPO.
Right. Now, this is another group that's been before, and it's very, very unique. In fact, only 125 people can come to each of their performances, and we've scheduled 3 performances. Only 125 people can come, and the reason is because the children that attend the piece actually participate in the creation of the art. So it's a dance company from Italy. They've used state-of-the-art video and lighting and sound to create environments. And part of that is the environment is interactive. And it's interactive with the dancers, but it's also interactive with the children who are invited to participate. And so, again, every show is unique because it's triggered by these children. And so your child gets to go out and actually take part in the creation of an environment. They figure out the rules of an environment where they're setting moons, animals, things react to them and they react to those things. So it's an incredibly sort of innovative, creative place where children are actually invited to participate.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. My favorite part of it is the kids are invited on stage and they get silent directions. There's no verbalization of what they're supposed to do. They're just left to figure it out on their own. And they do eventually figure it out. Some kids pick it up right away and they're engaging with this illuminated set and creating music on their own, and some kids are a little more timid, and so it's just so much fun to watch, to see the progression of people
yeah,
on
as much
stage.
fun as it is for the kids, I think the parents have an even better time.
Yeah.
Because boys and girls act differently as they explore the environment, a little more guarded maybe.
Right.
And then sometimes youth is a benefit as they figure out the rules, because they're always figuring out the rules. The younger you are, the more you have to figure out the rules all the time, and so they just immerse themselves almost immediately and start playing in performance.
Yeah. And these shows, of course, will be part of the 1819 Artist Series and will be on sale June 8th. And you can buy tickets online at gbpac.com by coming to any Unitix box office location at the Gallagher Blue Dorn or at the McLeod Center, or calling us on the phone at 273-7469.
The other thing you can do is some of these shows have a little bit of limited access because of the small size of the potential audience. And so you might consider joining friends. The Friends of the Gallagher Blue Dorn are absolutely critical to what we do. And in fact, it's the Friends of the Gallagher Blue Dorn who help pay for our children's program that serves 30 to 40,000 kids a year. They're also the people that take $5 or $10 off of every single ticket we sell at the Gallagher Blue Dorn. So if you want to give to your community, joining Friends is great. But we want to give to you if you join Friends too. And one of the greatest benefits is early ticket ordering. Depending on how much you're able to give, you can order before the general public on sale and maybe have the experience or guarantee the experience you want to have at one of these great shows. Well, we've come to the end of our segment. We'd like to thank you for giving us a few moments of your time. We're really excited about families, and we hope that we'll see your family at the Gallagher Blue Dorn.